Welcome to the show. First episode, first podcast. I can tell you right now, right off the top, it's going to be a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion throughout these podcasts because I'm bringing it raw and we're going to be real. What I want to do is I want to make you a better person. As for myself, I want to be a better person. The only way to be better is you have to condition yourself to be better. So that's what I'm bringing. There's going to be some heat in this motherfucker. Oh, as I sip on some water, it's going to be some cussing. It's going to be some hard, foul languages in here because, like I said, it's going to be some raw shit. You have never heard me come like this. What I would like you to do is to start this journey with me. Subscribe to the podcast. The podcast will also be on YouTube and, of course, Spotify for right now. So if you guys can subscribe to the YouTube, to the Spotify, I will be dropping exclusive things to each platform. So make sure you guys tune in for that and subscribe. Let's get this baby started. My name is Anthony Brown. You guys can call me AB. You guys can call me Goku's father. If you guys been following me on YouTube for the longest, that's what I go by on there. But it doesn't matter. You can call me those three names. Today, we are going to talk about inventory. Checking yourself. Fixing yourself. Being better. You got to check inventory. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right? If I were to come to you and ask you, how do you become better? Most people don't know. Isn't that crazy? Most people don't know how to be better. Well, I'm going to tell you how to be better. It's people out there that want all these expensive luxury things, which is nothing wrong with that, but you have to condition yourself to want that. Check inventory on yourself. What you need to do to get that Lamborghini, to get that desirable girl that you see every day that you follow on fucking Instagram and stalk. What do you got to do to get that or to become that? I'm going to tell you. You got to check inventory. Check yourself. It's like going to the gym. Now, I know most people that follow me go to the gym, hopefully. But the gym is a beautiful thing. Gym's going to help with stress. Gym's going to help work on yourself. You know, it's funny. I'd rather meet a girl in the gym than meet a girl at a bar. Because if you meet a girl at a gym, or girls, if you meet a guy at the gym, you know they're there for one purpose. I'm not talking about every girl, every guy, but most in general, they're there to work on themselves, to train, to be better. You go to a bar, you meeting a girl that wants to either fuck, want to have a one-night stand, or just have fun, right? Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to meet somebody at a bar, but you know if you go to a gym, that environment right there, it's a place you know where people are working on themselves. So let's say you want this girl, or you want this car. And you complain about it all the time. You complain and you wake up, you're like, damn, I want to do stuff. I'm tired of living the same lifestyle. Most people get on Instagram and scroll through fucking random shit all day. Like, I see it. I can't even believe it. I'm like, how do you have the time to go on Instagram and just fucking scroll? Just all day. My brain gets tired looking at Instagram for 5 minutes. It's crazy how social media sucks you in. But it's all about how you use social media. You know, it's all about how you use it. You can use it and monetize yourself from it. Get something out of it. Make money off of it. Use it to help push you, right? You can follow stuff, read quotes to help push you. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. But when you're on there and you're liking thousands of pics for no reason, and it's probably the same fucking content with a different person, girls showing their ass in different position. I'm talking about for the guys. It could be girls liking guys' photos with their shirts off. It's like, where does that get you? And you have the nerve to complain about doing new stuff. You have to check yourself. Check inventory. If Instagram is not bringing you forward, then guess what you got to do with Instagram? Don't turn off the app. Delete the app. Delete the entire app. Refocus on things you need to do. It's good to write stuff out. I was never a believer in that. I was never a believer in writing down your goals. It's important to write down your goals. Not just on your notes in your phone, like somewhere visible. Because once you put it in your notes, you close the app and then you don't see it no more. A good tool to use is an old school tool, but it's a board. Get one of those nice boards you can hang on your wall. Or not even board. If you can't go get a board, go get paper and put it on your refrigerator. Or write out your goals. So every time you go to the refrigerator, you see it. It's a constant reminder. If you guys want to change, if anybody wants to change their life, you have to start checking inventory on yourself. Who are you talking to? What are you listening to? What are you consuming? When you're on Instagram, you're consuming these things. It's just like food. You are what you consume. And you wonder why you're acting like this at the end of the day. Why do you feel this way? What are you watching? What are you letting your brain consume every day? This is shit you gotta constantly tell yourself. You gotta constantly be on yourself about it. I know for some of you gym heads, you guys go to the gym every day. You guys got a specific time you're gonna go to the gym. You know you gotta go to the gym at 6 o'clock. You gotta eat your meals. You at least gotta eat 3 times a day or your workout's gonna be shit. You condition yourself to get that way. Ain't no one in the world was born that way. No Ronnie Coleman, no Arnold Schwarzenegger. They was not born with that routine. They made that routine. And that could go for anybody. And it doesn't have to be in bodybuilding. It can be in lifestyle routine. How do you do that? Check inventory. Again, check inventory. What do you need to do? Who do you need to stop hanging around? Sometimes when you work on yourself, actually most times when you work on yourself, a lot of things change around you, especially if you have a goal in mind. Especially if you have a goal in mind. What the fuck is a goal without a plan? I used to have goals, bunch of goals, just random goals. I want to do this. I want to go here. I want to do this. But I never had no fucking plan. So I had to create a plan. The plan is harder than the fucking goal. The plan is harder than the goal. But the plan has to be done in order to reach the goal. For example, let's talk back to the gym. You know how to get a 6-pack. You know what you got to do if you put on 10 pounds. You got to work out, right? The goal is to lose 10 pounds. So you work out. Break the workout down. The workout is the plan. 5 days. Go to the gym. Rest on Saturday and Sunday. Again, 5 days. How do you get abs? You do ab workouts. You eat right. That's the plan. Most people don't have a plan. So apply the same things to the Lamborghini. What you got to do? Where do you got to work? Working at McDonald's is not a bad thing. It's funny when people say, oh, I got to make $14 an hour. I think you should appreciate having a job, to be honest with you. Appreciate having any type of damn job. Doesn't matter what type of fucking job it is, as long as you have a plan and a goal. You know you're not going to be there permanently. It's all mindset. How you condition yourself. Stop listening to the fucking Instagram and things that glorify working at a 9 to 5 is bad. 9 to 5 is good. Plus you get work experience. A lot of people don't look at the positive in things. And that comes along with the goals. For example, if I know my goal is to put on 20 pounds, I look at it like, shit, I get to eat more. And I get to lift heavier. That's fun to me. I love that. I love doing that. I got to get my sleep in. Oh, I can't hang out with so-and-so. I can't go out to dinner. They're eating all types of crazy. Within these goals, you create boundaries. That also goes back to checking inventory. If you don't have no boundaries in your life, guess what? You're going to be all over the place. So let's step back for a minute. Okay? So how do I start my own business? You need capital. How do you get capital, right? You got to work on a 9 to 5. If that's the only option, if that's your fucking only option, if you got to work 2 or 3 jobs and they're 9 to 5s or 8 to 10s, you got to do it. Or you can put in the work with your body and become a personal trainer. How do you become a personal trainer though? You got to get certified. Or you can be an Instagram advocate to selling meal plans. Regardless, you have to put in the work, is what I'm saying. And working at a 9 to 5 is not permanent unless you want it to be. Okay? Because everybody wants to be an entrepreneur these days. I see it in their bio, self-made. I'm like, you not self-made. Shut the fuck up. You're not self-made. Shut up. You bullshit. All that's bullshit. People want to be entrepreneurs living off other people. It's insane. These Instagram models, you think they really making money? First of all, you're not a model if you paying for photographers. I'm a real model. Companies pay me. I have done work for Macy's. I've done work for Target. I've done work for fucking Walmart. Balenciaga. Real companies pay me. Actually, they pay my agency. And then they pay me. Then I get paid. When I was coming up, I was signed to an agency. So when I was doing runways and fashion shows and commercial print, I was with an agency, and then I left my agency and then I went solo, independent, and I was making money off Instagram. So companies just reaching out to me. Everybody wants shortcuts these days. No one wants to put in the work. Put in the work and you will have longevity in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? Put in the work. Stop faking it to make it. Actually put in the work. Who cares if you got to go work a 9 to 5? The only person who cares should be you. And at the end of the day, once you put in all this work, it's like going to the gym, and once you put in all this work, you know how sweet and juicy the results are once it all pays off? And only you can taste that, because only you did that. Only you did that. I want you to repeat that. Say that to yourself. Only I can do this. Say it again. Only I can do this. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you change? How do you evolve? Check inventory. Who do you got to cut out? What relationship is holding you back? What person is talking shit about you? First of all, you should just turn that volume down. When people talk shit about you, just turn the volume down. What does that mean, turn the volume down? If you got to block them, block them. If you got to mute them, mute them. You don't got to hear shit you don't want to. Turn the volume down. You know what happens when you turn the volume down? They keep talking, you just don't hear them. And they get fucking furious. They're over there talking and you can't hear them. People fucking furious over that. I know, because I get people fucking furious. Trying to tell me some shit I don't want to hear. And I'm a very open-minded person. I'm not telling you to just shut everybody out. It's good to be open-minded. It's good to be understanding, right? And if you don't agree with somebody on what they're saying, you could either not listen to them, or you could just turn them down and let them keep talking. And, just say, yeah, I understand. I hear you. Be a gentleman. Be a lady about it. You can go about things a certain way, and that's what builds character as well. Check inventory. How do you respond to things? Let me say that again. How do you respond to things? Not react. A lot of people react to things. How do you respond? React to something quick. Somebody tell you something, you're like, fuck you. That escalates to something bigger. How do you respond to things? Sometimes responding takes 2 or 3 minutes to understand. Take your time. You don't have to reply to somebody right away. You don't have to react to somebody right away. Check inventory on yourself. This is what makes you a better person. Everything I'm saying, this is what makes you a better person. This is what makes you ready for that Lamborghini. This is what makes you ready for that desired relationship. Him or her, whoever you like. The unicorn. You like the unicorn. This is what gets you ready for it. So what's your next step? As you listen to all of this, you probably motivated. You want to do things right. You're like, damn, okay. Let me go to the gym. Let me go to the gym tomorrow. But what happens if you don't end up going? Let's get serious about it. Check inventory. So if your goal is to go to the gym, the plan is to get your ass up in the morning and go to the gym. You understand? So if you have to set an alarm, if you have to go online and go to the website and pay for the gym membership, there's no excuses on why you can't go to the gym, on why you can't get a great body, or why you can't be healthier. There's no excuses. Stop coming up with excuses. At the end of the day, it's nothing wrong doing stuff to help better yourself. And you should let nobody, and I mean nobody, tell you what's good for yourself, especially if you want to better yourself. Don't let people speak through you. A lot of people let other people speak through them, and they forget who they are. They forget what they can do. And that comes back to checking inventory on yourself. Who are these people talking through me? My mom said this. My dad used to say this. My brother said this. They didn't believe in me. They said I couldn't do that, but I feel like I can. And I know you can. I know you can. If you really want to do something, I know you can do it. I'm telling you. Anthony Brown is telling you. Check inventory on yourself. Turn the haters, turn the people that don't like you, turn that volume down. You don't need to hear them. Don't let them win. They can't win. That's not even an option. Be better. Work on yourself. Train with Anthony. Sign up. If you guys want to train, start now on my website, theanthonybrown.com. I do online training and one-on-one in-person training, but you have to be in Washington State for that. But my online training is something you can get started with right away. You guys get to talk to me directly if that's something you want to do. Comes with a custom nutrition plan, custom workout plan, and yeah, access to me. So if you guys are serious about training and want to transform your lifestyle, make sure you guys check that out. Like I said, link in the description, theanthonybrown.com. Follow me on Instagram. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, this was I would say a quick podcast, like 18 to 20 minutes long. But I do plan on doing some long ass podcasts. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of relationships, this generation, the way women think in this generation, the way guys think in this generation. We're going to get deep into things. All right. But I definitely wanted to start this podcast on something I think we all can relate to and be better at. And that's just checking inventory. And you can't be perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human being. We are human. We are made with flaws. But you can always be better than you was yesterday. You can always be better. Do not let anybody put you in a box so you're stuck in a box. You do not have to remain the same. You can be better if that's what you want. It's your boy, AB, Anthony Brown. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you guys like this. I find so much passion in talking on the mic as I'm doing this, and I got a feeling I'm going to be doing this for a long time. So as much as support as I can get will be a blessing to me. So thank you guys. I'm out, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all.